Hey there, Middle Earth Strategy Battle Gamers. So today I wanted to do a video talking about the next supplement coming out for Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game. So I wanted to talk about why I think that the next supplement could and should be The Last Alliance. Now I made a video very similar to this back in 2018 or 19 whenever War and Rohan was announced, why I thought this should be the next supplement. And a lot of the reasons are like, outdated models or lack of models you can get, or just a range that can be vastly updated in terms of new profiles and things. Now, the Easterlings was another faction that I felt like needed that, and they have now gotten that quite a bit now in their new supplements. So, we're here at the Games Workshop website. I'm looking, Eldon Allerheart mounted on horse. There's some of my favorite models. We got Glorfindel and Aristor. So here's the first Númenórean heroes. So these Elendil and Isildur, both of them in the game can take horses, and neither of their models have them. Then again, here's Gil-galad and Elrond. Both profiles can take horses, neither of them have them. There is an Elrond mounted model now, but there's not a Gil-galad model. And plus, the Gil-galad model honestly looks outdated to me. I mean, me personally, his face looks kind of like early 2000s Games Workshop. And all these are out of stock right now, which is fine. That hopefully will come back. So now we're gonna look at these guys. So these are some really outdated models. So on the you can't really see in the picture, but the Númenóreans are tiny. Like when they're next to their spearman counterparts, or even some of the newer Games Workshop Lord of the Rings models, they're vastly outdated. We look at there are new Númenórean spearmen that I see on the web store currently. The bowmen also kind of look outdated. So now the high elf guys, the spears, they still look pretty good, and I know like some of this comes down to like painting and things like that. But yeah, so we're just kind of looking at the range. It seems outdated. So like the Last Alliance was a huge battle that took place. So I could see there being like. For instance, in the Armies of Lord of the Rings book, they now mention Anarion. Like some of the troops get buffed around Anarion, or Anarion gets buffed around Elendil, one of those two. So we know that eventually we're going to get a supplement, unless it was just a big tease. We're not going to get a supplement, but I have a feeling that we will, and I think it should be the next one because if you think about it, Rohan, Gondor, Mordor, the Easterlings, all the Hobbit factions are pretty much been fleshed out pretty good. I mean, there's not much, more you can do with them. So like, Dunland is another army that had like one model. Now it's basically its own army. So I just feel like that this supplement, should be the next one because, Naren can get a new profile. In my opinion, Gil-galad needs a new model. Elrond needs a new model. Isildur, because for a long time, Isildur had a foot-mounted model, and then he became out of print. And then when they re-released Middle Earth Strategy Battle Game, they put a twin pack with him and Elendil, which Elendil never had a horse like a him-mounted model. In my opinion, a mounted Elendil's way better than a non-mounted Elendil. I mean, so I have a feeling that eventually we're gonna get the supplement. I think, me personally, I thought we were gonna get it 2 years ago, and I'm trying to think like what supplements would be prioritized because I also think that a lot of, they might be waiting for the new show that's coming out because I think it happens. It's supposed to take place in this era of Middle Earth. And they might just be waiting to try and use the hype from the show to coincide with the Last Alliance supplement. So before we get a Last Alliance supplement, we could get like a Quest of Thorin Oakenshield, similar to the Quest of the Ring Bearer. But other than that, I don't really know what supplement would happen, like that would take precedent over this, and that might be another reason why the War in the North supplement, is taking a while to come out. It could be because they were delayed due to a global crisis, and B, it could be, they're just trying to buy their time for the Last Alliance one, because if you think about it, the Last Alliance supplement would be way more than just a few new profiles, and in my opinion. It would need to be new profiles for new characters, and then you'd, in my opinion, again, you should update the entire model range for the Last Alliance, because the High Elves, the Numenorian Warriors, and pretty much most of the characters are really old models. They're some of the oldest that there is in the range. And when they're next to some of the newer models, and even models that came out like for the Two Towers, they just look outdated. And I think there are a lot of high elf players out there that are, I don't know how many Numenorian players there are, but I know that there are quite a few high elf players out there that would probably buy all the new stuff that came out. And not to mention like terrain kits, like the Battle of Dagorlad. They could have some terrain that kind of has a Mordor aesthetic to it, um, things of that nature. So, just put in the comments below if you guys think I'm right. I don't know what else to say because I don't think there is any other supplement they can release that would be that would take place before this. And after a Last Alliance supplement, I don't know what direction they would go because, like I said, all the army's been flushed out. They can choose some smaller events that happen in Middle Earth. But, yeah, so this is just another Last Alliance video. Let me know, so if you guys want to see some more content, let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys in the next video.